Okay, yeah, so this is my base design, which I've used on some heavy modded servers. Well, not too heavy modded servers, like 5x's and 3x's. Mostly 5x though. This is what I would call a open core 2x2. Well, the start is a 2x2, and then it turns into an open core circle on top. But it's pretty basic. It's just a shelled 2x2 built out far. And I think it has really good online defenses in terms of, for example, getting top downed. These ramps are not supposed to be here, but that's there you go. For example, for getting top downed, and you have these shooting floors here where you can put beds up here, which I did last time I played this place. I put beds up here in this upper ring, and then you can also build out these jump up houses more, so like where you have an extra shooting floor towards here. But I've done that one wipe, and I've also done this one wipe, and this is what my build is saved on this build server. So this is what I'm gonna showcase. But yeah, basically, as I said earlier, it's a 2x2, which is, I would say, the most used starter. Wait, let me just, and if we just jump in here, we start in here with the peaks, where this is like the outer peaks running around like a normal shield 2x2, and then I've made these drop downs to where you can get up into the inner peaks up here, and you have these peaks, so you have a quick way to come down to loot or to flank. And then you have these these blocks from both the doors here you can open, so if you get killed here, for example, they can't loot you if they're over there, and they can't rotate through without having another teammate to boost them, or a ladder. But as I said, those shoots for getting up in peaks and having another peak right there, really useful. I got online twice, one wipe, and used those peaks a lot, and not a lot of people realized it there, I think. And I've caught a lot of people off guard. But basically, you run around, then there's two entrances, one on this side and one on the opposite side, right there. And then up here you have these turret pods, which will shoot you right here, and then also up there. They're a little bit inefficient because they're so high, so yeah, so high up compared to where you're standing down here, but they work. But a little bit inefficient. If you have any words of advice for those turrets, let me know. And yeah, but yeah, into the 2x2 core. This is basically just used for a starter. That's why it's a 2x2 and not a 3x3. And quick loot to drop a flute real quick. But the reason it's not a 3x3 circle is because you only use this as a way up into the base later on. And you have this peak if they go through doors. And then you have this quick loot drop, and I don't know how to make this jump, so I'll just fly up there. And here's where I put the TC in the start, on the third floor with all these beds and loot and furnaces. And I have this chute going up from the jump up with the ladder hatch. And last time I played this server, we were 6 or 7 people, I think. And I know ladder hatches can be a bit of a pain, but they're honestly the most effective way to do it, in my opinion. Just be patient with your teammates, I guess. And then you have the ways out to the inner peaks. The first layer of peaks here, where you have the turrets too, which will shoot you if you stand up here and you don't have Oath, which is also part of the reason why they're so highly elevated. But this is just like really nice flowing, and here's those peaks I was talking about. You could jump up in from the bottom, and very basic peaks in here. Not anything special really. Just gets the job done. They're not particularly good peaks, but they're decent. They'll do the job. And then the way to get out is on these chutes here, like a normal shell 2x2. You get up here, and this is basically where the open core begins. I normally put the TC there when I move on, because it's part of the open core and it's not down. You can also just split it up and put it down where I showed earlier, but I just like having it up here in the open core, because then it's easier to defend. And a lot of turrets on here, which is part of a open core design, in my opinion, because you need shit to can defend the open core if you get killed up here from the peaks. But very nice peaks in my opinion, and bed floors right up here, so if you get killed up here, spawn in your bed, go straight down. You have these elevated half floor peaks, and then you can go down to these full peaks. And here you have one of those half floors again. Yeah, you could also just remove that, but I like it to get a vantage down and more peeking abilities, of course. And then you have these quick loot boxes, which don't really mean anything, they're just nice to have. And as I said, bedroom right above, right up here, with some lockers around it. And this is right close to the open core, so you could drop down, as I said earlier. And it's also right next to the shooting floor, which is very practical. Don't mind the fact that I haven't put embraces in. I just haven't done it. Don't know why, I just didn't bother. But there are these peaks, these ramp peaks, which shout out to vice versa. They're really nice, they're really stable also. They hold up a lot if you just straight up drill on the base. Especially when you have fucking door frames all the way up. You could do this, and then you have even closer peaks, but I just like them all open like this. Then you can go out here and peek too. But yeah, these are all the way around, and the ramp connected to it is in this little loot room here. Again, these loot rooms are just like quick loot. I don't know, you could open it up all the way like this, but I just think you could just, either way, you decide really. If you want to have an extra loot room, or you just want to have it open. If you want more space, then have it open. But I like it like this. But yeah, there's this ring around with these ramp peaks. And of course the default fucking 3x3 peaks, I call them. I don't know why, it's basically the peaks on every single base, these door peaks, but yeah, a mix of these is what I like. It's really simple, this base, not really much special, but you can jump up to the roof with a ladder right there, because yeah, now I'm gonna be hypocritical, ladder hedges can be 8. And up here on the roof there's also a lot of turrets. Yeah. Then I forgot to put a ladder here, but the ladder's on the other side. So you can jump up here, jump up there, and then you have this. And there's a ladder hedges here on the sides, but as I said, really simple base. It's practical and nice. And I had some people ask me about it on the server I played on, because they were confused. Both the times I got raided, they went in either through the front doors or they went in through the side right here. And both times again, they've come through here, then blown in here, then in here, and then they're here. They get confused, so they start blowing up. When they come up to about here, they stop raiding because they don't really know what to do about it. The first time they got all the way up here, which is of course a problem with the fact that they get inner peaks control. But again, this wastes a lot of boom if they go all the way up. And I've yet to have anyone breach the open core, so I can't really tell you any experience from that. Not in this space, but basics, starter. I would build something like this as a starter. Then you have this jump up and this peak to defend if you get online in a 2x2, which some jackasses always do, because people are dickheads at start of wipe, but that's life. Yeah. It's not really much, it's just a simple 2x2, you can really build it any way you want, you just need a jump up. And if you, the second step, which I built, is this, which is basically just the circle 2x2, the shell around that, and then I forgot to put in these, but we don't talk about that. And yeah, didn't put in doors boxes in this one, but hope you don't mind. And you have these jump ups, you have the ladder hatch here again, into this area where I would put TC. And right here you build up the first layer of peaks, which are nice to have. Just need to do this as soon as you can, really. And yeah, there's not really much to it. If you want some peaks out, this is the best you can do. Or you can replace these and put windows in here, but I don't like that further on. I don't know why, I just don't. One of the wipes I did put shop fronts in, like this, all the way around. I don't know. Do what you want, really. It's very flexible base. But yeah, this is like second step. You can go up on the roof the same way, through these little chutes. Yeah. If anybody wants to know, the footprint, something like this. Yeah. As I said, really simple. It's just a shell 2x2 with a extra layer of honeycombing around it. And for the smart asses out there, I know that it's one extra wall here and in. But that's because I have doors on these. Than it is, for example, here and here. But just to keep it symmetrical, I didn't build that. But yeah, basic, simple. I like it because I haven't really seen a lot of open core 2x2 designs, so called. Even though this isn't a 2x2, I know, but still. I haven't seen a lot of open cores built out of a 2x2. Yeah, I hope this video was useful. And yeah, take care. And I put on my auto run instead of stopping my recording. Nice. Goodbye.